So everybody's trying George Fair. So I got some incense in my room that I have lit. And I have this pentagram bag with stones. And I have my Wicca for Beginners book that I'm going to start reading. Let me read the first part of it. Wicca for Beginners. If you're reading this book, you probably already know that witches and Wiccans are real people living in the everyday world, and not the mean, green-faced, scary old hags seen in popular movies and Halloween costumes. They're not negative or malicious people, and they don't try to hex or manipulate others through devious means. Honestly, my neighbor next door, I help her with things. I carry groceries out to her car. I plan never to see my mother again because my mother is bipolar with psychotic features and she tried to kill my brother. My stepdad is abusive physically, verbally, and emotionally. My dad is physically abusive to me and mentally and verbally abusive. And he won't let me have a cat. But he lets me have this black bunny rabbit that is a girl named Midnight. And like I said, when I first qualified for disability for schizophrenia, my dad didn't give me any of my disability money. I only had food stamps. I don't talk to my first threesome named James Colvin anymore. But I would if I could. And then in 2020, my black friend named Ryan Cherry died from coronavirus, which I believe made me slip into a psychosis. But I see my 2020 Ryan winning psychosis as the result of an epileptic seizure from my Tourette syndrome. And on my personal Ryan Fair Facebook, there are 9 friends that are real, and there's 15 or 16 of them that I'm not friends with anymore, even though I have schizophrenia. As a paranoid schizophrenic, I've been in 3 psychoses, and I've had 1 seizure from my Tourette syndrome, an epileptic seizure from my Tourette syndrome. That's Tourette syndrome tics in my neck that's happening right now, and eye tics. So I have this pentagram bag, and a pentagram just means earth, air, fire, water, and spirit. And I have this crystal ball in my room, and I'm going to talk about my experiences with using crystal ball. Basically, what I do is I keep it in my room and I meditate with it, and I visit my friends, the 10 or 11 of them on my Facebook that are real, and the 15 or 16 of them I'm not friends with anymore, and I try and see if I can get mental messages from it. About 3 years ago, I was on a witchcraft coven called Bloodstar Coven, ran by a guy named Jeffrey McGaney, which makes me think of Jeffree Star. And Jeff McGaney is a people coincidence person, even though I'm a paranoid schizophrenic. Just like my first threesome named James, Colvin is a people coincidence person because I have a friend that went to my alternative school who is black named Carl, who calls himself James Crona. And then my first best friend in my alternative school is a boy named Victor David Hill. Sometimes I talk to my friend Javier Alberto Santiago, that I met in the mental hospital when I was 15 or 16. Or this boy named Wesley Guzowicz that is friends with my friend Brandon Drexler. There's a boy on my One Ryan Fair Facebook that's name is Brandon Jones. And then there's another boy that went to my alternative school named Brandon Drexler. I really wish I had a new girlfriend. So my experience with using Crystal Ball is I view the 9 or 10 people on my Facebook that are real, and the 15 or 16 of them I'm not friends with anymore. Like Jasmine and Brandy, like James Colvin, who I'm not friends with anymore, but I would be his friend if I could. Like John Powell on my Facebook, that is a people coincidence person. Like Bailey Connor on my Facebook, that is a people coincidence person. Like Damon Winning, that I have as a friend on my Ryan Fair Facebook. Like my friend Brandon Drexler, that is a people coincidence person. Things like that. And I just talk to them and have conversations with them. I unfriended this boy named Jared, that looks like Billy Wesley Fouts, a few months ago, and Jared and Billy Wesley Fouts are people coincidence people. My dad's girlfriend Margie Robichaux, and her sister Jeanette Edwards are people coincidence people, even though I'm schizophrenic. Well, this is going on 16 minutes, so I'm going to call this Workout and Chat by Ryan George Fair. It is 8:20 a.m. and it is Friday, May 13th, 2022. So hope everybody has a good Friday the 13th. Much love and peace from Ryan George Fair.